Welcome to the Art of Card Manipulation, Volume 2. I'll never forget the first time that I saw a deck of cards fanned. I was about 8 years old, and I was watching television, and it was the opening credits for the television series The Avengers. Well, I later found out it was Johnny Hart's hands doing the manipulations on the television screen. But when I was 8 years old, I knew that those cards were tricked. I knew that they were spring-loaded or gimmicked or something. Well, 2 years later, I went to New York and I saw Colin Rose, an English manipulator, performing in Ricciardi's The World Festival of Witchcraft and the Occult at the Felt Forum. He came out on stage, Mr. Colin Rose and his tales, and he produced fan after fan after fan of cards at his fingertips. Well, being 10 years old and having 2 years of experience in magic, I knew that he had some kind of mechanical device on the back of his arm that delivered the cards to his hand, where they then sprung open, and he dropped them. Well, I had figured it out, so it really wasn't interesting for me. A couple of years later, I saw Richard Ross perform at the Tannins Jubilee, and I had enough understanding to know that what he was doing wasn't mechanical. Richard Ross came out on stage, and right in his opening, he just stood there and produced endless streams of cards at his fingertips. I had to know how it was done. I was hooked. I asked other magicians at the convention, what was this card stuff about? I had to learn it. Some of the magicians told me about Cardini. I started reading about Cardini. Well, in the biographies of Cardini, there wasn't a lot of technique explained, so I had to hunt around and search through a lot of books, Louis Ganson's Routine Card Manipulation, Ed Marlowe's Card Fan Productions, things like this, to get the information that I needed. But I was hooked. I had to learn it all. And since then, I haven't learned it all, but I've learned a great deal and many different varieties of card fans and card productions. I'm going to share them with you. I've done these card productions close up. I've done them in parlor situations, and I've also performed card fan productions on some of the biggest stages in the world, Radio City Music Hall. So it's really not the size of the venue or the intimacy of the venue that dictates what type of card magic or card flourishes productions you can do. And I hope you're ready, because the following card manipulations aren't all easy. They're not automatic. You will have to practice. But I'm sure you'll get hooked, and I'm sure you'll enjoy doing them, find them challenging, and hopefully very rewarding. So let's get started.